From that point, the expansion and the grip of the Wyrm began to derive in the Americas was a stranglehold upon Gaia. The Iron Riders expanded through the west, carrying the Wyrm's taint and the Weaver's madness. Here, in the hollers of West Virginia, our coal and the need for it grew, and we saw the battle here begin. The reaving of our mother for coal was met by tooth and claw by all Garu. But here in Wolf Creek, we built a cairn and burned offerings to be emboldened by him, the old wolf of the woods. And so he came, telling the tale of his compact to us. And their deeds we came to know who our allies were, and we fought the reach of the Wyrm into the skirts of our mother with fury and the instinct of our ancient forebears.
Well, hey there, gang. Welcome back. Now, without any further ado, this is episode 9, A Grievance Repaid. So, let us meet our aggrieved werewolves, starting with Apostle Wolf himself.
Hey Thoops, my name's Elias, aka Big Fat Socialist, on all platforms including Blue Sky, TikTok, and of course YouTube. And tonight I am playing Yosaf McCreek, everybody's favourite Apostle Wolf, Bone Nor Ragabash. And also, may I say, storyteller, screw you for making me pour my farewell shot on the penultimate episode.
I know. I am the worst, but hey, these things happen. Let's go ahead and throw it on over to Reads the Skies.
Salutations, kindred. Don't read it too deeply into that. Hey everyone, my name is Joe, better known as DJ Torador. I'm Nolafanger on most of the social media sites. And I'll be playing Reads the Sky, better known as Buddy Dupont, the Philodox Silverfang, based out of southeastern New Orleans, or southeastern Louisiana, and everything's fine. Everything's fine.
I'm sure if you just keep saying it, one day it might be true.
It will be, I'm good. I'm not in any sort of trouble, not in love with anybody. I'm just here to protect my family.
Again, you can keep saying it. Snared by lightning.
Hey everyone, I'm Theresa Rave all over the internet, and today I will be playing Alayla, Snared by Lightning, your favorite Galliard Arun, with a Ghost Council.
Indeed. Fights to the last.
Hello everybody, I'm the Azure Butterfly, or Azure for short, or simply Rachel. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch at the same name, and I am the production coordinator here on the Rolling Nomads. In this time zone, I'm playing Winona Keen, aka Fights to the Last, the Black Fury, Arun / Galliard.
And you will certainly have a chance to see if that name holds up. Last but not least, Flytrap.
Trying something new this time, but hello, I am Asterisk VTuber, or any sort of permutations of that. If you see a model with a blue bomber and yellow hoodie, chances are that's me. I am playing Sad Boy Summer, Chester Flytrap Aoyang, and is a Theurge, Silent Strider Theurge. It's gonna be fun.
Indeed, and hi everybody. I'm Avery at Avery DuBois on all of the social media platforms. I style myself something of an internet personality, and today I'm going to be everyone who didn't just introduce themselves. So, without any further ado, let the grievance be repaid. Where last we left off, you adventured into the Dunkirk mine, delving deeper and deeper, coming face to face with, unfortunately, some mortals at the entrance to the mine that met their untimely demise. And as you delve deeper, Buddy tried to look into what the spirits of this place had to say. opening himself to a vision, seeing the vision of a child who had been taken away by something deep within the dark that now wears its face, as you've heard the haunting echoes of a child shouting out for you in these mine shafts. As you descended deeper, finally finding the entrance to the lair of these black spiral dancers, you saw a name etched in their runes, which now, from a gift of blood from Wade, you never asked his D name back at the Shonies. Alayla now has the ability to understand and read the glyphs of the Black Spiral Dancers. At what cost? Only time will tell. But seeing the name Steel Claws scratched over by the glyph for Skin Flare, it was determined that what was once our good liar killer's mate may now be something much different. And as you all progressed into the hallway, you were taunted to keep going as the air was sucked out. Now, the last episode title makes a little bit more sense. Can you hold your breath? I would like to reflect on, buddy, you were told not so long ago that when the green flames alit and you were not sure where to go, to look up. And this was under the guidance of Falcon. I need to frame this with, you will all have a singular action before something else happens. We are going to start with Winona. The air has just gone out of the tunnel. These green balefires, despite having no oxygen to burn anyway.
I'm fighting for my life to breathe then at this point, huh?
There is nothing to breathe.
I don't know, gang. I don't really have a lot of gifts that are good that are good to help out everybody. So the best I could try to do is try to while holding my breath, start moving forward, making sure the way is clear for us.
Composure. This is one of the rare times where I'm going to ask for 2 attributes in a roll. I'm going to say this is composure and stamina. And you are in Galabro form still.
Correct.
So, I do believe that would entitle... Yeah, this is technically a physical test. So this will entitle you to a 2 dice bonus.
Lol, we're starting this off with a bang. That's 2 teeth, baby.
Your age is currently...
3.
4. You're going to take yourself up 1, taking you to 4. And in a desperate bid to try and preserve what may yet be breathable, you're with this sudden lack of oxygen, your primal instincts take over, and you begin trying to douse the flames. However, in the process, you are going to take 2 superficial damage. As you just reach out and wrap your hands around the flaming tops of the torches. It burns. It is balefire. This is not fire as you know it. This is the flame of the Wyrm. And you begin snuffing torches as it becomes increasingly dark. That is your one action before something happens. Chester.
I am trying to find any sort of time commitment that says is in the rule book, and I do not find it. So I will ask you whether or not I can do this. I am currently in Hispo form. If I do a rush job of using the rite of shadow passage, is it possible for me to open a passage to the Umbra?
Normally, this rite would take at least 10 minutes.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you for two things. The first is a composure and stamina roll to hold your breath.
Okay.
You are in Hispo form. This is a non-stealth physical test. This will get a 2 dice bonus.
7 successes.
Easy enough to hold your breath. You are, despite all of this, there's always a sense of calm that I feel is pervasive with Chester. And now I'm going to ask you for a wits and occult.
4 successes.
With 4 successes. Which is good. 4 successes is nothing to sneeze at. You know you could be able to rush it. The problem with rushing it is, with your teachings from Reaches Through Time, it is unwise to rush a ritual such as this when you are unfamiliar with what the umbral landscape might be. You think, had you had time to familiarize yourself with this place, it would be something that you could do. It's still something that you are capable of doing. What is on the other side becomes the issue.
If that is the case, I'm going to turn to Buddy with just a very, like, knowing that it is almost like a last-ditch effort if we really need to do something like that. I'll just kind of shake my head slightly, like as if I wouldn't be able to do much right now, kind of deferring to the rest of the pack for what they want to do first. And I think it's also tempered by the fact that Winona's already rushing forward.
Okay. Alayla.
So I have a question for you. Last session, the flames of these torches all went up, and that was part of what burnt through the air itself. With my special eyes, can I see if there is any rune or essentially like an occult runic mechanism that is causing this? Or is it simply because we're in a fucking mine and fire just went off?
So.
Like, is this occult in nature? Is this just what naturally happens?
Roll me a wits and insight and add your 1 dice bonus for your favor of Horned Serpent.
4.
You think neither. You think something did this purposefully. Something you do not yet see.
Okay.
This is you get the distinct impression now and it's strange because it has nothing to do with the strange sight that you've been gifted, but you can feel the corruption of the Wyrm more intimately now. And this dead air around you hums with the corruption of the Wyrm.
Okay, I'm of 2 minds. I want to do something weird, but also want to keep my friends safe, my family safe here. Do I see an exit, whether it be to another hall or
there's
whatever?
Where
do
you
I see
came
next?
in behind you? There's the elevator shaft.
Mm-hmm.
For anything more than that, I know I said 1 action, but you're just looking around. Yeah. I'm gonna say wits awareness.
It's going great, y'all.
3.
3 successes. Looking around. This is a straight tunnel for now.
Okay. Who's next to me?
I believe Chester and Yosef, because you had been talking to Yosef before the air went out.
Right, okay.
I think
Well,
kind of,
fuck.
to clarify, I believe kind of where everyone is positioned is Winona said that she was going to press forward and kind of be taking point, this being a dangerous area. Yosef and Alayla and Chester were all speaking to each other, and then Buddy had kind of taken up the rear.
Okay, understood. For whatever reason, I thought this was like a circular room, rather than a tunnel. Okay. Fuck, the options aren't great. You know what?
I will say it is a small circular room before. I did describe it earlier as there were a few disused mine carts that are off to one side. There is the rails that kind of Winona is walking down right now. You stepped out of the elevator onto kind of a semicircular platform that turns into the other half of this room.
Okay, understood. You know what? I think that, like, the desire is to do something fucking magical about it, but I don't think that's in the cards right now. So she is just going to... I'm in Hispo form, and he's... Yosef, you're in Hamid form, yes? Or Galabro?
No, I'm in Hamid. I shifted back at the main entrance because I was that disturbed with what went on last session.
Yeah, okay. I think she's going to follow Feist the Last lead and press forward, but she is going to essentially put herself like between Yosef's legs and essentially like get him on her back and just start moving, like running out of this space towards where Winona is running.
Right, you're like a horsey?
Yep. She's like, you have human legs, you're slow. Let's go.
Is there any resistance to this, Yosef?
No, I think very much he's just letting things carry him at this point. He's still in the 1,000-yard stare mode.
Sure.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not gonna try, especially with no fucking air. We gotta go. So she just gets him onto her back and starts moving.
All right. Yosef.
Well, I did sort of have a silly idea, but I don't think that I'm actually going to be able to stay still long enough for it to matter now that I'm on Snared by Lightning's back.
Sure. I will say the initial action, all of these actions are happening simultaneously. So if you had an action in mind before being put on Alayla's back, now is certainly the time.
This is going to sound weird, but my idea was to light a spliff off of one of the balefire torches, inhale it, and then use, what's it called? Save from Beyond.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actively inhaling smoke while there is no air in the room.
We're making choices. We're making choices. Okay.
I'm making choices here,
Oh, and you're in Hamid form. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So here is what I'm going to ask you.
Beat me the fuck up, storyteller. Go on. 5 rage!
Here is what I'm going to ask from you. I'm going to ask you for a composure and stamina roll first.
Alright, that's a dice pool of 5, which means this will all be all rage dice. 4 successes, but 1 teeth.
The teeth. Okay. Okay.
So gleeful.
I don't like it when Avery's giddy.
I'm terrified, actually.
Like
I'm actually really scared.
That's even worse.
So, Yosef, as you light this joint and you go to inhale it, there's no air to inhale. With this dead air, it feels like your lungs are empty, and even trying to inflate them, nothing goes in. And you are trying to inhale on this as much as you can, and then the fear sets in. See, what they don't tell you about suffocating or drowning is there's precisely 5 seconds of absolute fear where your lungs are filled with nothing or water, and you are trying to desperately draw that inhale, but it's like something is squeezing your lungs flat. And that is when you go into a terror frenzy. I'm going to make a rage check for Yosef.
Yeah, just a moment.
Well, you're not losing any rage on the 2 rage checks that I made you as you shift to Krinos.
Right.
And as Alayla was carrying you forward, you leap off of her back in Krinos form and begin to run back towards the elevator.
That's fair.
Buddy, what is your action?
Buddy has a lot on his plate. And I think in that, with what he can think of, he'll look up from Falcon, and you tell me if I can, but of course there's no air. He'll say to himself, I will protect my pack no matter what. And buddy, I would like to use, if I can, Silver Compact.
Are you trying to extend this to the entirety of your pack in this moment?
Yes.
That is a little bit beyond the normal scope of this. However,
Okay.
you have a Knight of Wisdom chiminage, do you not?
Yes.
Oh, yes, it's here in my notes.
Yes, we have that.
I will allow you the option of burning that Knight of Wisdom chiminage. Now, normally, if you carry this to the end of a chronicle, you get something a little bit extra.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you burn it in this moment, I will allow you to impart on your entire pack, for not the rest of the scene, the rest of the session, either 2 additional levels of willpower damage to take, or 2 additional levels of health damage to take.
Question, does Buddy see anything at the top that he looked up?
As you look up, there's this small crack that you can see in the ceiling. It's barely even visible, at least until you see a hand of solid black shadow reach down out of the crack towards you. And you hear, "Come on, come on, come on, I'll help, help."
I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Okay. Question about Silver Compact. Because I want to try to
Yes.
protect what I can, but what else? Besides the burning of chiminage, is there a way Buddy can use that to call some sort of spirit that Falcon deems worthy to, like, protect us?
You would be able
Or-
to impart that 2 levels of willpower or health to 1 person in your pack on a normal usage of Silver Compact.
Okay. Sacrifice to be made, sure, and I'll try to make it up I can. I'll do it. And for them, it's their willpower.
Very well.
Yep.
So all of you will have 2 additional levels of willpower, not for the sake of spending willpower points to reroll, but for the sake of if an attack or something inflicts willpower damage on you, you will be able to have 2 extra levels of that health. And Buddy, as you reflect on what gave you that wisdom in the moment of enacting this gift, the togetherness, the fellowshipping that you all had with spirits, a rare thing in these modern Knights of the Apocalypse. You truly fellowshipped with not cairn spirits, but spirits in the wild. in their homes. And it makes you think, though the nature of the spirits have changed, you are all, again, in a spirit's home. This place does not belong to you. Nothing belongs to you. This all belongs to Gaia. And as you invoke the Silver Compact, coming flying down the hall from in front of you, Winona, whizzing past you, Chester, and Alayla, whizzes over Yosef's shoulder, come flying directly to you, stopping right in front of you as a burst of silvery energy emanates from your chest. And down the hallway, buddy, there is a sterling silver hummingbird flying in the air in front of you. He says, "You have called on me, and I will aid you if I can. I am Huitzilipochtli. I am the warrior of the Amazon. Follow me." And as you look back up towards that hand, you see the shadows have been burnt away, and you see the pale arm of a young boy, and you can now see his face as the crack begins to fall away. His hair's messy and raggedy and hangs in his face. He says, "Come on, you don't have a lot of time. I can help, I think." And you can all hear this. Even so, I will say, I'm going to roll another rage dice on Yosef's behalf. Because you did just get additional willpower. You are going to lose one rage and you drop your terror frenzy. As you are running and you see this hand reach down and this silvery mote of light that has just emanated from Buddy, as soon as it hits you, you are back in your mind.
Cool. Can I get a Krynos?
When we get back to you. Buddy.
Yes.
What is your... What, are you taking the hand?
Yes, I'll take it.
And for everyone else that is not facing that direction, as this silver thing rushes past you at an unimaginable speed, do you turn around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you see is Buddy reaching up and taking a hand before Buddy is pulled up. The stone of the ceiling kind of breaks and falls around him, not enough to cause a whole tunnel collapse, but there is now a climbable tunnel up out of this section with no air.
Holy shit. Okay. Shit. There's no air in my lungs, but I'm going to shout for Winona because she started walking off. So I will shout for Winona and I will, he's in Krynos form. I can't help him. Once I call for Winona, I will sort of try to keep us all together and then start shoving people up that climbable space.
Very well. So the way we're gonna do this, action wise, is we're going to go in reverse order of how we got to Buddy. So we're going to start with Yosef. Yosef, you are trying to drop Krynos.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a very rare opportunity.
All right.
Would you like to make a devil's bargain with me?
All right. Okay, I'm listening.
I am prepared to offer you exiting Krynos, and instead of dropping to 0 rage, only dropping to 2.
But
in exchange, those 2 levels of willpower that you were given through Silver Compact and an additional 2 are going to need to be marked.
That is, no, that's going to be not a bargain I'm taking, Storyteller. On the basis that in the middle of a black spiral pit is the last place that I want to have additional willpower damage. I'll just continue, like, freaking out until I can eventually shift. Like,
Sure.
I'll just continue being a weapon.
Alright, well, if you would like to shift to now, you certainly can. But it is going to drop you to your native form, which is Hamid, and you are going to have 0 rage.
That's a good point, though. It's just, it had to be willpower damage, didn't it? Like,
Yeah.
If you would, I would still offer it if you wouldn't have had the 2 extra from Buddy, but then you would have taken 4, and that would have been even worse.
He is just going up and down like a yo-yo.
Yeah.
Well, I'd rather be Compos Mentis and temporarily lose the wolf, so let's go with that.
Very well. You drop to your Hamid form again, exhausted from the rapid shifting back and forth. I think this is the most frequently Yosef has shifted 2 different forms in a long time.
Yep.
Hate
every minute of it.
Are you following after, Buddy?
Yeah, 1,000%.
I will let you choose strength or dex and athletics to begin to climb.
I will go for strength and athletics. And that is 3 successes.
You jump up and begin to climb with relative ease. Alayla.
She would like to go last, so she's going to be helping others get up there.
Composure and stamina again. The difficulty has increased.
Okay, so 7.
Very well. You will take no damage, but you can feel that constricting feeling around your lungs. You are almost running on empty. Now, the great part of that is being in a wolf form. When the air goes out of the room, your lung capacity is just insanely higher.
Yeah.
But even that is coming to a swift and decisive end. Chester.
There's gonna be a song and dance that we gotta do this all the time, but I'm gonna try to nudge Alayla on as we wait for Winona. And I'll also stay behind and kind of like nudge her on in that sense.
Stamina and composure, 2 dice. Bonus, the difficulty has increased.
That is 10 successes.
Jesus.
The calm heart and low resting heart rate of Chester holds out again. Winona.
Seeing that everybody is retreating through the hole, or attempting to, or about to, she's going to, I think maybe strategically thinking that, 4 legs would be better than 2 at this point, she's going to shift from Glabro to Hispo.
Well, the thing with Glabro is, right, proportionately, you can still run on 4 limbs in Glabro. Because essentially what it...
Bigger?
Mechanically, right? So mechanically, essentially, you're getting 2 dice bonus to physical tests in either form, so neither of them is truly faster than the other. That is the weird thing about Werewolf, is that your speed, unless you have a gift, never really changes that much between forms.
It's less about speed, more about size. So I was thinking, like,
you will be thinner and much more able to climb if you have opposable thumbs.
Okay, we'll keep it. We'll keep in Glabro then. She's going to get up to the hole and kind of like curiously looking between Alayla and Chester as to why they haven't already gone up. She's gonna start motioning forward. She's Alrune. She's gonna be last.
Truly, listen.
Composure and stamina, 2 dice bonus. The difficulty has increased.
To save Avery frustration with our pack.
Hey, I'm not the one rolling tests here, gang.
Alayla absolutely is frustrated with both of them, and she snaps at them. And like she doesn't nip Chester to like hurt him, but just a little nibble. And it's absolutely in frustration, and she rolls her eyes and like jumps up to where she needs to fucking climb because you two are fucking impossible. Get in the fucking hole.
This is the calmest that Chester is. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just like, just go. It's okay.
What was the result of your roll?
6 on a crit.
Very well. Barely scrapes by the difficulty. Alayla going up first. Again, the first thing that I'm going to need is a composure and stamina. The difficulty has increased.
I don't think I'm going to make it. It's a 5.
That certainly does not. Let's see here. Difficulty has increased twice. 2 levels of superficial damage. As now your lungs are beginning to burn, that sense of onrush of those endorphins. Go ahead and give me a strength or dex and athletics. Given your form, this has a 2 dice bonus.
Okay. Athletics and then 2 dice. So 4. No, lies. I lied. And then the crit is +4, so 6 actually.
Easy enough. You begin to scrabble right up behind Yosef. Winona, Chester, who's going next?
I just have more like it's not necessarily peaceful, but much more stern look to me when I'm kind of like a little bit away from the hole. So it really depends on Winona, because I will be like doing this over, because it's and like not even like in a very like hurried or panic state, just to keep composure. So it is completely up to Winona whether or not she's going to follow that or have me still go.
She offered to go last, technically, so she's not going to wait this much longer. Chester had his chance to go up first.
Yep.
So we're gonna
composure and stamina.
Is that for both of us? Because I'm going in the hole.
For both of you, yeah.
That's 8.
8. Okay. Winona? Teeth. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it, Obi-Wan. This is what happens. The frustration of all of this going back and forth, the waiting, Winona, on top of feeling the panic set in. You are going to climb out of this hole, but you are going to collapse the tunnel behind you. Chester is going to be alone. Split off from the pack, with no air. As you climb up, your feet kicking, the tunnel collapses behind you.
Alayla screams.
And we are going to move away from this for a second. Chester.
So that thing that I said, that was the final last ditch effort choice. I feel like we've approached that, that situation.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So, essentially what I am going... Yeah, that's where we're going. Essentially what I'm going to need from you as you hot cook this ritual is I am going to need 2 more composure and stamina rolls.
2 more. Okay. That's a 9 on the first one. And that's teeth on the second one.
Wonderful. Alright. I'm gonna roll a lot of dice here, and I need you to not be scared, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Because both of those are failures.
6.
Alright.
I'm going to throw up. I'm going to go throw up.
Chester. As you hold your breath for another 4.5 minutes, you have cut this ritual in time by half, which is a feat to say the least. You are going to take a total of 6 levels of superficial damage.
Okay.
Does that put you into unconsciousness?
No.
Wonderful.
It's not.
Then, upon completion of this ritual, which This time is more of you, like, sternly, like, looking at these spiders coming out of you, like, go, 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 go.
Fucking get. Yeah.
As soon as even a small inkling of a shadow passage is open, you jut through. And strangely enough, the portal doesn't close behind you. It hangs open like a maw. And what you find yourself in on the other side is perhaps the most alien bit of the Umbra you have ever experienced. But we'll get to that in a moment. Buddy being the first to get pulled up. Then quickly after Yosef. Then long moments pass before Alayla. And then you hear a crash, a dreadful crash from the bottom side of this hole. And then Winona climbs up a few moments later.
What?
It collapsed behind me. Chester, it was you. He didn't. I'm gonna try to turn around and start trying to dig through the tunnel.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
do that.
stop.
You'll just collapse the tunnel further.
Where's
and
Chester?
He's on the other side. Still, he didn't come back. He didn't come up.
I would like to do something.
I would be inclined to listen to the something.
Alayla heard the collapse starting, turns around, sees Winona climbing up as the rocks fall, and screams. And then once there is that silence after, the panic starts from Winona, and she's going to use her penumbral senses because she knows her mate. And she's like, he's going to get out. So she wants to see if she can see him on the other side.
An auspicious using of the word mate in this scenario.
Very suspicious.
She said what she said.
Go ahead and
And I heard what I heard. I'm just.
Go ahead and spend a point of willpower for me as you enact your penumbral senses.
So the 2 that I just got from the silver compact counts for damage only,
Correct.
yes?
Counts for
Okay, I
damage.
just want to make sure. Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Marked. Spent.
As you peer into what the other side of the veil might look like, Alayla, it is incomprehensible. It doesn't make any sense to you at first. You think that maybe your gift has malfunctioned. Because all you see are fractals of stone and glass. It is a minefield of razor-sharp blades of stone and glass and metal. It is a hellscape that is truly unimaginable to the human mind. I cannot even truly describe it the way it is. More of a feeling. The other side, it is more of an experience. It is suffering made incarnate. It is collapse and decay, but perpetual. It can't decay fully. So what does it become? It is truly the playground of the Wyrm, and it is incomprehensible to your mind. You are met with stunned silence. Because how can you even describe this to someone?
This is a nightmare to her. And I don't think she knows what to do. So she's a little bit still, and her claws are just digging deeper into the rock as she's staring into this unimaginable thing, looking for Chester. And then
You feel
just
an icy cold hand in your fur. as this shadowy black creature with white eyes reaches out of the shadows. Hey, it's okay, okay.
Starts to cry.
And you all see this creature. It's strange. You get the feeling that if it was a guy in spirit, you would be able to identify. Even if it were a spirit of the Wyrm, you've fought several at this point, you'd be able to feel it. This feels something entirely different.
I'm going to get closer to it in a partial attempt to comfort Alayla, but also to kind of protect Alayla, because I'm not really 100% sure what I'm seeing here right now. But at the same time, I'm going to kind of like pulling Alayla close and then sniffing the air around that thing, trying to guess to see if I can ascertain anything about it.
Joseph.
I was going to go more of the leaning into my homeland's generational knowledge again there, storyteller, and see if I would know anything about knockers and knackers, mindfay.
I would go ahead and say that for both of you, then this would be a wits and occult. Or rather, Winona, if you would prefer to do insight to occult, that might get you something a little bit different.
I got 4 successes, storyteller.
Winona is not the occult Haroon.
This is 3 dice total, yeah. Lol.
Oh.
It's 1, 2, 3, 5 on a crit. I literally rolled. I literally rolled 2 crit dice and 1 normal dice.
So, Yosef, this thing seems vaguely reminiscent of a knacker. Spirits of the mines who can sometimes be tricky and false, but also sometimes help prevent collapses or make sure people escape collapses, things of that nature. Does its best to lead people back to the surface world because they don't belong below. Winona, with a 5 critical insight, it wants something. All things do. I think you get the distinct feeling that it is ashamed to be seen in this moment. It looks like it is trying to stay as much in the shadow as it can, while also trying to comfort Alayla. It's a strange dichotomy, but that is the information that you can decipher from the situation.
I think in that moment, Winona is just going to say, and kind of like she's still in Glabro, so it's gonna still have that kind of like growl bite to it a little bit. What do you want from us?
What did you come for?
We came out to clear the infestation of the Black Spiral Dancers here.
You see it looks over to you, buddy. And only you can see that behind its eyes, behind these white motes in the dark, you see the eyes of that little boy.
You scared, young one?
Always.
Do you know where you are, Cher? Where you are. Not what I'm seeing.
It saved me.
Hmm.
And then you hear, "We keep him safe.
Well, you haven't done a good job of that, have you?
I like the kindly Lord.
Do we all hear this, or is this just Buddy hearing this?
No,
Okay.
you are all able to be active participants in this conversation.
Okay, great, amazing. Can I do an occult about it? What
Sure.
the fuck is the kindly lord?
Go ahead
I was
and give
gonna
me a wits
say-
occult.
Okay.
1 dice
I was
bonus
gonna
from
ask-
your favor with Horn Serpent. Yosef.
Alright. Well, we're clearly interacting with two entities here, not just one, the child, and then whatever is behind it protecting it. I think what Yosef would do would be try and talk, not necessarily like to the spirit that's quote keeping the the child part of this space safe. What he'd like to do instead is almost talk to the kid, but really he's talking to that spirit. And just like, and would you feel more safe if they weren't here?
There is a long moment of hesitation from this thing. And in that time, Winona, I'm still rocking off that 5. The tensile nature of the air changes. You can feel it. A connection has been severed. Layla, 5, you're going to need to commune with Horn Serpent. That name, you don't know what it means, but the feeling that it evokes in you.
Mhm.
It is that knowledge without understanding. It is, or rather, understanding without knowledge. You understand that you need to know more about this thing. You don't know anything about it right now, but you know what it feels like. And it feels like that sweet meat that made you go to sleep. It feels like an offered hand that conceals a blade.
Her ears go back, and she kind of crunches in on herself as she gets that sensation. I need to commune with Horn Spirit, so
That is going to take a lot of time that you don't have right now.
yeah, for sure. Listen, fingers fucking crossed, Horn Spirit will fucking guide me. She's gonna start backing up from this entity. And she just whispers to her pact, don't trust it.
And as you back away, the shadows split. And you see this little boy standing in the shadows as he looks around behind him to see these 2 white eyes in the dark. You hear, would you go with them?
Well, I didn't intend on setting up shop down here, wee man. We'd probably make our way out once we're done.
The boy turns around. Where can I go?
Feeling that you said that there, I felt a break between the boy and whatever that thing is.
That is not what I said. I said a connection has been severed, and that is all I said.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, that changes things because I'm not 100% sure then.
The last thing the boy said was, "Where can I go?" and it wasn't directed at us.
No, he turned around to look at you. He said, where can I go?
Oh, we'll take you out of here when we're done. If you want.
And he turns back to the shadow. Will I die? The shadow is silent for a long moment. I don't know. No.
At this point, Yosef will actually look at the shadow and he'll say, I know some kindly folk who take care of lost things. Perhaps the boy could find safety there.
You, no, changelings.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I am owed an accord by one known as Wittershins.
And they burn the fire.
The fire. Can Yosef... I'm not sure if Yosef understands what that means.
I think Alayla, you saw it. The flame that they had lit on the farm in the fantasy land. That
Oh, well, like a hearth fire.
that big bronze pot that was filled with purple and blue and pink flames.
Yeah, Alayla will relay that to Yosef. The farm it had the flames. But
Oh,
a
yeah,
large bronze pot.
Oh yeah, the soot pot. Aye, they do burn the fire.
Forgive me, but the one that looked like little girl, her true name.
Ah, yeah.
That would be Glenaudra ap Fiona ni Gwydion.
Forgive me. Forgive me, because your girl ain't got it. But I will.
What you just call me?
Right. I will say to Yosef the name. You would be safe there.
I mean, I'd say that it isn't the lady that owes me the favor. It is, the one in the cave. But
perhaps work in tandem.
At the very least, I see no reason why they would not wish to take in another.
He is not Faye.
But he has been touched by you, right?
Yes, and no.
Would the fire keep him safe?
It is the only thing.
You have my word.
If Brendan leaves the dreaming, he will age and die.
There's one in our pack currently lost behind that collapse that would be able to take all of us in and out of what you'd call the dreaming. If you aid us, the first thing I promise to do will be to bring Brendan straight to Wittershins, and then have him entreat and have him entreat to the lady of the hearth.
What do you think, little boy? Brendan looks into the shadow. I'll miss you. There's another long silence. There is not much I can do to aid you. This is not my realm. These are not my creatures. No. But I do know these tunnels. And I will try to lead you where you need to go. If any harm comes to my boy, and he is my boy, I will reap your bloodlines for 100 generations. This
no harm will come to him.
Is my oath as the keeper of the echoes.
You have my word. No harm will come to him from us, and we'll keep him out of the line of fire of the spirals. I assume he knows the tunnels well enough to keep himself hidden?
I will need to subsume him again to keep him safe here.
I think that would be fine for the moment, yeah.
and you see the shadows wrap around the boy again, and it becomes this vaguely human-shaped shadow with the white eyes. It says, this way.
Before we go, Brendan, what Yosef is going to do is, and this is mostly like him trying to put his money where his mouth is in terms of the thing we've just made the compact with, he is going to take out the colours from his backpack and he's going to dress Brendan in the colours.
And as this shadow wears an old soccer jersey and begins to move down the hall, that is where we'll take our break. See you right here on the other side in just a little moment.
I'm not entirely sure what I've stumbled upon in this village. I'm all the places I've ever been before this place. This knoll is the most like that place where I go when I sleep. Skittering, scuttling, murmuring, muttering. The wind blows, the leaves drown the whispered words of the ancient foe, where hides the beating heart of Tevesereth. An idiot god screams in the deep places, calling for its kin, and I can hear it. I will not be eaten. My heart pounds like the drums in that deep place. Thunder pales and snow deafens. The water rises. Seize the weapon. Blood mingles dynasties. Remember, never forgive, never surrender. The jail of the gods is bereft of the enemy that once it held.
Long have you been my warden? Did you think you could stop all of my plans? I know you can feel yourself fading, growing weaker as my contingency unfolds. Brother, don't you see? In the end, we are nothing alike. I know you have assembled your own consortium against me. So, brother, when you fall, just as the shattered gate watch before you, this eternal vanguard and the entire multiverse will contest with my ignited.
America has always been a place where conservatism and religious ideology has been fed by men to the uneducated like milk from their mother's teat. What this breeds is an environment for blind obeisance and ignorant fear, which controls the masses just as much as the blood of the covenant or the barrel of a gun. Men bring the raising of ground and the pillaging of Gaia's bounty, and this has never been more of a threat to the Garu nation than it is now in the days of the apocalypse. However, all of this is where this story begins, but not yet where the tale begins. For that, we will need to reach back through the time and haze of the deep umbra to find the beginning. Walk with me, little wolf, and reach us through time will show you a story that even ancient Phoenix has forgotten.
Well, hey there, gang. Welcome back. Where we're going to come back in Chester. As you come through, you see your reflection in all of these impossible fractals. But you feel encased. You are within one of these fractals. And it's, again, as I said, it's nonsensical to the human mind, the layout of this, shifting 1 inch to the side, you feel the sharp press of the edge of this fractal you're inside of. What do you do?
First of all, I would like to see if being in this fractal puts me in any immediate danger.
Oh, most assuredly. It's glass. All it would take for you to be lost to the depths of... You remember there's a word for this part of the Umbra, and it was described to you, but now you feel it. This is the dwelling place of the Wyrm. This is the dread plane of Malpheus.
Okay.
You
Everything
are
is
in
moving
the
around
most
now.
danger you have ever been in.
Everything is moving around me, I assume?
You would assume, but that assumption would be incorrect after a moment of orientation. You see some of these fractals crumble into dust and then reform in other parts. Glass breaks and then reforms in a different shape of a fractal in another space. You also know it's only a matter of time after watching before the fractal you're in breaks. But there's something holding these in place, and it takes a moment. The strands are so thin. But there are strands of the Weaver here. Webs.
Do they look like they're connected to anything?
They connect all of these fractals.
If I put a paw on the fractal that I'm in, does it look like I'll shatter if the fractal shatters?
Absolutely. But do you reach for one of these webs?
I would like to, but I also would want to ask if they're... In doing so, is it possible for me to make a rage check?
Absolutely.
To heal first.
You are in Hispo, so yeah. Go ahead and make me one rage check.
That is a success.
Hold on to your rage, heal a level. And as your paw reaches out for this web, and you pluck it, you hear a single silvery note of music. It's ethereal. And in doing so, I would like you to please hop into your character sheet and put the second dot of the Umbral Traveler lore sheet, which I will read to you now. It is called Web Music. You have observed the patterns and movements of the pattern spiders, and once per scene, when their webs are present, you may pluck those strands like musical strings and draw the attention of any single pattern spider present, whether visible or otherwise. The signaling does not make the spider predisposed toward you by any means, but it attracts the spirit's attention infallibly. And as you pluck that string, a small spider made of metal and glass crawls up the string and looks up to you.
Hello, fly trap.
Hello.
A nasty little thing you've got yourself caught in this time.
I would say so, yes. I don't want to presume anything, but is there anything you could do to help me out? For a price, of course.
Oh, yeah. I can help.
What would you ask of me?
A tooth. I've always wanted teeth. I just have fangs.
Technically, I'm just gonna hispo root around. Technically, these are fangs too. There's teeth somewhere, but I guess after you get me out, you could take your pick.
Make me a manipulation and persuasion roll, please.
Well, Spider did say he wanted a tooth. Yeah, I rolled teeth.
As you find yourself bargaining for this, you find yourself making yourself bigger. Making your... You stop trying to persuade and you start trying to intimidate this spider into acquiescing. And so, Chester, as you transition into intimidating this spider into your will.
Whoa. No need to get hasty. After all, if you get too riled up and break the glass, then I don't get my tooth.
Yeah, I know. It's just a new sensation, new feeling.
You see its little metal limbs begin to open a crack in the glass. And it holds it in place as its spinnerets begin to web around the rest of this fractal, holding it in place.
All right, come on. Step out.
I'll step out of the crack.
It is a thin web. It is like walking a tightrope.
All right, follow me. Where are you trying to go?
Out. In the real world.
Don't want to stay here with me, huh?
It's not that you're bad company.
Oh no, I understand. What I do is thankless work.
Well, it's not necessarily thankless. It's once I find solid ground, you get your tooth.
Come on.
And could you give me a dexterity and athletics roll with your 2 dice bonus for being in Hispo?
That's 4 successes.
Very well. And as you continue along behind this spider, do you ever look down?
I think I am in my focus on trying to tightrope my way out of here. I do watch where I step.
As you watch your paws barely managing to balance on this thin, wispy strand of web, to call what is below you Agaru's innate horror would simply be an understatement. You see the writhing pit of the Wyrm. Worm spirits and worm beasts beyond number, languishing in radioactive flames, birthing themselves from cesspools of radioactive waste, consuming themselves as they are being born, this strange Ouroboros of decay and but not. It's decay with no end. There is nothing here that does not serve the worm's cycle.
Seeing that, I'm going to just look at the spider now, trusting that that helps me balance a little bit more. So then,
From
consistently
looking at
watching
that,
stuff.
however, I'm going to have you. What is your current rage?
My current rage is at 2.
You will increase your rage by 2.
Sounds good.
Observing the direct, essentially seeing the heart of the worm. You have now seen the true face of your enemy. And there's a part of you, however dim in that calm mind, Chester, that knows that you could fling yourself from this web and you could have a glorious death. For in its truth, you understand the nature of spirits. To be able to kill them, you must track them to their home in the Umbra. And they would inevitably kill you, but the thought that you could take many worm spirits to their final death here. I know Chester has been mentally debating for a long time what the wages of this war are. The permanency of destroying a foam war is just killing a human after all. Unless you track the spirit here. You could make deaths that mattered. But there would be no one to sing the song of Chester Flytrap Young. You, much like your patron spirit, would take one last silent flight into the night.
The thought is tempting. So very tempting. But Chester, above all else, is not a selfish person. And there is more to live for than there is to die for. And he will swallow that almost salivating thought with just a held breath and continue forward.
As you continue forward, walking along behind this pattern spider, you understand where you are. Why no rational mind can make sense of this. Because the sky of Malpheus reflects itself. As you tightrope walk across the sky of your people's hell, you hear one voice. How did you get here?
Is the voice familiar to me at all?
No.
I don't answer and I continue moving.
Here. What happened to my son? I can smell him on you.
I don't reply and I continue moving.
As you keep moving, you hear, "Don't worry, Steel Claws 'cause you almost got him. Now it's my turn. And a stone fractal shatters to your right. I need you to give me one more dex and athletics with your 2 dice bonus for Hispo.
7.
With 7, you are not going to fall. But with 9, a oily black clawed hand reaches through the side of the fractal and grabs into you and pulls you through the other side. We are going to pause right there for just a moment.
Sick. Amazing. Oh boy.
As we head back to the rest of the pack, as you are following what you now know to be the Keeper of Echoes through this tunnel, I'm going to give you all a short moment to interact before something is going to interrupt you.
Everybody stay close. Let me go first. Whatever happens, we can't split up. We can't be divided.
I don't think you should go first, Chef.
It's my role in the pack.
And it's my role to lead and protect you. Get behind me.
Layla is going to sort of roll her shoulders and step. She's keeping very close to her pack, but she's going like just a little bit ahead of Buddy to be able to see the runes and be able to, give hints of anything she sees.
Are we all fighting for who's going first?
No, it's not. She's not. When I tell you, the majority of her body is actually still with Buddy. She's just a little bit further ahead and looking at the walls and the floors and stuff to see if anything is pertinent for us to know. Yeah.
Stay behind me, Winona.
She'll move to be next to him.
Go ahead, Yosef.
Yeah, I was going to ask, do we still see Brendan / the Keeper of Echoes?
Yes. It is creeping along the edges of these tunnels, kind of beckoning you in different directions as it moves.
I think Yosef being on 0 rage, which for him feels like a bloody holiday, as his pack are bickering over internal werewolf politics, he is just very quietly singing "You'll Never Walk Alone" by Jerry and the Peacemakers as he sees the little Celtic jersey bobbing through the dark, and then continuing to follow, almost ignoring them.
Sure. As you move through, Alayla, there are a few glyphs in this tunnel. Most of them directly translate to, what is the phrasing? The unmarked path, which your logical understanding is that you're going the wrong way.
Right.
However, as you keep going, you begin to hear from the dark whispers, far off chanting. You are certainly getting closer to something.
In a whisper, because we don't have Chester with us, that creates the silent bubble. And in barely a whisper, she says, "Do you hear that? We are close."
Brandon.
What? Do. You need.
This is the part where you might need to hang back and we need to go.
There. Is. A. Passage. Ahead. Down. Two. There. Chamber.
In that case, if we're still alive and we make it out of there, I'll return and we'll get you to that place I mentioned.
You see the shadow cracks in the little boy's face comes out once more. I hope I see you again.
Me too, wee man, but tell you what, in the event that we don't come out, here's what I want you to do. You find yourself somewhere near that entrance, you keep a hold of these colours, and if somebody recognizes them, then they're probably a friend, okay?
Okay.
Good man.
Be safe if you can. They're kind of scary down there. They tried to
don't
take
blame
me
you.
away from Keeper, but I didn't want to go with them.
Well, Keeper was right to keep you away from them.
Storyteller. Is that something that, like, they're known to do to try to take spirits of, you know,
Well,
the dreaming or...
any spirit that they can corrupt to the Wyrm, they do their best to. But they're not
Yeah.
talking about taking the Keeper, they're talking about taking Brendan.
who was human. He's just living in the dream. Okay, I understand. Okay. That still disturbs me. Okay, great.
I mean, they're spirals. They're known to commit literally every abominable act possible that is an offense to Gaia. Hurting children's probably in their MO, like easy.
Yeah, I think there is like a soft growl from Alayla because she finds that abhorrent.
Incidentally, how does Yosef feel about that? Is that enough for me to get my rage up?
I would certainly say so. Yeah,
Alright, I'm back to one rage then.
And Winona, if you could for me, you feel Swan's presence for the first time in days. And you just hear, "Get down."
Down now, and she's going to.
Immediately crouch. Immediately hit the deck.
And something flies swiftly over the top of all of you before skidding in the stone behind you. And what you see is, it's horrific to look at. It is a Krynos werewolf. But its limbs are elongated. Its fingers are curled and gnarled, and its claws drip green ichor. Curls of balefire are curling out of its mouth, and you see as it presses itself up, it does so like a bat. When bats walk on the ground, it pushes itself up on its knuckles, and you see that beneath both of its arms are vestigial wings, like that of a flying squirrel that connect to its waist. And it is slavering, acid is falling from its mouth, and it is getting ready to come at you all.
I would like to rapid shift into Krynos.
Sure. Rapid shift. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity and glory.
That is exactly 3.
Wonderful. Go ahead and then make me the required rage check.
1 success, 1 failure.
So you will lose 1 rage that you will immediately gain, as all of you will gain 1, knowing that you are face to face with a black spiral dancer.
Oh, shit.
So, we are going to start off the first round of this. Since Winona used a gift as a pre-action, and that gift involves speed and movement, I'm going to go ahead and start us with Winona.
Immediately going in for a claw attack against this thing. She's gonna be pushing herself through whoever's in her way, trying to keep the pack safe, and gonna assault this thing.
Very well. Strength brawl, 4 dice bonus for Krynos.
8 on a crit.
Hey.
Wonderful. 8 on a crit. You claw into this thing, Winona, and you're going to you went to remove its head as you swipe, but instead what you do is you peel off almost half of its face and the bones underneath, shearing through them with monstrous strength. It does, however, unfortunately, have the acid blood gift. So now I have to make a reactive roll here. It's not that great for him because he's not super high on the totem pole here. But yeah, 1 level of superficial damage. As you claw through it, we will then, between Yosef, Buddy, and Alayla, could you all tell me what your dots in dexterity are, please?
1.
1, 2. 2. Okay. So this thing is going to go next. It needs to make a quick check. 3 is exactly what I needed. Perfect. It's now open skull. It breathes out balefire in a huge cone.
Mother!
You are all going to take 2 aggravated damage.
Ooh.
As the balefire cooks and singes your flesh. And it will then make a rage check. Okay.
What do you mean?
You ever make a rage check and roll teeth?
Yep.
On your...
So this thing howls loud, except it is not like the howl of a wolf. It is more like the screeching of a bat. And it tears at your ears. It is not going to inflict any further damage. But this gift requires its own expenditure. And as it howls, it gives up the last of its life essence and dies.
Oh, great.
Just to be sure, as it's dying, can I, since it's still technically like within my arms, can I just pull its head off just to make sure?
Oh, absolutely. Easily enough done. But that is when you begin to hear the other howls in response.
Shit.
You knew going into this place that there were 7 of them.
This is 1 down.
And the rest are coming.
Behind me.
So, question, as we're sort of adjusting ourselves in this hallway. Brandon, the other spirit are gone. They're not present. Yes?
They have fully
Okay.
disappeared.
Fantastic.
I need to check something really quick. Please keep going.
Okay. We are in a hallway. So there's just one way in or out, or is there a split happening in this hall?
There are multiple offshoots of this tunnel.
Okay.
However, Brendan said that there was a way down to their lair ahead.
We can use this. If they're about to scatter in all directions looking for us, we can use this opportunity to go down to the actual ritual site.
Yeah. She's going to do a combination of her eyes and her sense of smell to try to find the passage that would lead to that where we were directed.
Now, I will say, this is technically the same scene that you have enacted your penumbral senses.
Oh, okay.
We have not fully transitioned scenes.
Okay, then yeah.
What you see looking around the umbral scape of this place is that you have passed through whatever strangeness was lurking on the other side. It is comprehensible now what is on the other side. It is just no less horrific. Umbrally, you see that the walls of all of these tunnels in the Umbra are relatively the same dimensionally. It looks like they have sculpted the Umbra around this to be a more direct reflection of the place. However, the walls are covered with flayed human skins that have been nailed to the wall and are in various states of distress. And you see the mouths moving. They're flayed but alive.
Okay. Holy shit. Okay. Is this down every passageway that I'm looking here?
Everything that you see. They have, with your new understanding of glyphs and things, you can also see that the other side of the Umbra is covered with not communication glyphs, but mystical glyphs. They have reinforced the Umbra on the other side to an extent that is changeable, but only by them. They are beginning to create a labyrinth here. And they have gotten much further than you were led to believe.
Yeah. Fuck. There is true fear in her heart, but she steels herself. What do I have to roll to guide us here?
I don't think it much requires a roll. You've been told where you should go from Brendan.
Okay. I wasn't positive. Okay.
If you would like to try and determine how you think they would be coming at you, that is its own... I will say that will be... I'm actually going to ask for... I keep asking for funky rolls this session. I'm going to ask for insight and wisdom renown.
Okay.
I will offer you the same thing I offered to Buddy. If you would like to burn that wisdom chiminage, I will not require a roll.
Does it feel good?
I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna burn it.
Absolutely. Again, as you use up that Night of Wisdom chiminage, you are a Galliard at your core, Alayla. You feel the history of this place. You feel the paths that you have not yet walked, the nearly non-sentient earth spirits here. You can feel their stories, feel how oft they were tread upon, and feel how they are being tread upon now. They are coming out of that hole you were told to go down. They were all assembled in the ritual chamber. But if you all manage to hide in these tunnels that are behind the thing that you killed, it may give you the head start that you need to get to the ritual chamber now that they have vacated it.
Okay. She very quickly says to you all, "Come, we must hide. They're coming from the hole." And she will guide them to hiding spots behind this dead body.
Now, and my dear friends, I'm going to ask you all to make me a dexterity and stealth here.
I was going to say, before rolls commence, Storyteller, I'd like to use Blissful Ignorance.
What is that?
Here's our Ragabash doing Ragabash things.
Plus I put willpower, and I didn't get to use my Sight from Beyond in the earlier scene, so it says stay completely still in order to achieve invisibility.
Absolutely. So,
okay.
With that being your use of gift, that is going to take the group difficulty that I need down by 4 successes.
Hey!
Let's go. Let's go.
Which
Do I
is-
still get my 4 dice bonus being incredible?
honestly, you know what's nuts?
Hmm.
It just says a 4 dice bonus to physical tests. However, being in Krenos, what I will require if you would like to hold Krenos is I'm going to require the expenditure of 3 points of willpower to not frenzy and start killing things.
What?
You do have the bonus levels.
I do have
The bon-
willpower, but that
the
also
bonus
means that I...
levels,
For-
the bonus levels do
for-
not count for expenditure, they count for taking willpower damage.
They count for willpower damage, of course. Yeah.
However,
I'll
one of the ways of getting willpower damage is to expend willpower when you have none left.
So okay. So you still have those two to just in case things get really hairy. You still have those two to help you out.
I could also drop Krenos right now, go down to 0 rage, and then take another Hoglosk to get
And
back to
be a
5.
fucking human right now. If you don't,
No, to get back, I could use Hoglosk to get to 5 again.
It is
Oh.
your choice.
I am
How many
scared.
willpower right now?
I'll burn the 3 willpower for right now, though as a note that leaves me at 2 willpower left for whatever else.
Very well. Okay, then dexterity and stealth rolls from everyone but Yosef.
2.
2.
I only have 3 dice to this roll. So
Yeah, and you are in Hispo, correct?
yes, I'm in his book.
So the 2
Oh,
dice...
should I have rolled more dice?
No,
I'm so sorry.
no, you should not have, because specifically Hispo says non-stealth physical tests.
Okay, yeah. So I only have 3 dice then, and I got a 2 successes on it.
6 for Buddy. 4 for Winona. That takes us to a total of 12. I was looking. Initially, 412 reduced to 8 for Yosef's use of the gift. So, what you all see is this. As you hide, Winona, this is the hardest reign you have ever had to hold on your own rage. You are in the war form. You are meant to kill. And you watch these Black Spiral dancers come running up the hall and don't leap out and attack them. Confronted with the enemy, you stay resolved. And as you see them move past, it's strange. Some of them are... There's one of them in Hamid form. And he is disgusting. His flesh, it's like he's sweating black gelatinous ichor. His eyes are almost twice the size they should be, but also look like they're not firmly tethered in the socket. In fact, after a moment, they pop out on eye stalks like a snail and begin to look around the passageway. You see that the ones that are in their more lupine forms they don't even look like real wolves anymore. Their torsos have shortened, their back legs have crunched. They are this twisted, fibrous muscle. They look more like bats than they look like wolves. Their snouts have shortened, and they are filled with these smaller, razor-sharp shredding fangs, not fangs meant to bite and take down prey. These are parasites, not predators. And as they move through this hall and begin to examine the body and begin to look around, you know that you're going to have a good head start. But as soon as you bolt from here, they're not going far. When you bolt from here, it is not going to be able to be stealthy if you want to get to that room fast, so I need you to tell me right now, are you trying to make a stealthy escape, or are you trying to get down that hole quickly?
My
So it's a
vote's
group
for
question?
quickly. Yeah, my vote's for quickly.
My vote's for quickly as well, and Winona, being in Krynos form right now, would like to keep the rear in case of anything.
My vote was for stealthy, but right now the majority is looking like quickly. Buddy, are we tied, or are you deciding vote for quickly?
You're also pack leader, so
My vote is stealth.
then we follow pack leader.
Very well. What I'm going to require from all of you is this, and this will not be as a group, is dexterity and stealth.
Storyteller, do I know if these black spiral dancers can see in the dark?
You don't know.
Okay. Well, fuck it, we ball.
On a total of 4 dice, we got 4 successes.
Tree out of
And-
tree.
Take it as read, while I am invisible with both my middle fingers up, I am making sure that I am not moving until the last possible minute.
3 out of 3.
3.
For
So sorry.
oh,
I posted the picture of it. I rolled 2 teeth.
Oh,
We
you're in
need-
Krynos form. It makes sense.
Buddy,
We need no further. But how many did you get, buddy? Just for my...
on a crit. 4, 6, 8.
All right.
And we can't re-roll to those dice.
No, you cannot. So, Winona did say she was taking up the rear. The 3 of you managed to slip out, going. Winona, as you exit this tunnel, you see just an eye on an eye stalk come around the corner, looking directly at the pack. And with that teeth, I need you to make me a strength and brawl.
Yep.
Because the thing with teeth is you are going to get something, just not the thing you wanted.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9 successes.
Is that plus your 4
On a
dice?
crit.
4 dice for being in Krynos?
Yep. 9 successes on a crit.
As you see that eye stalk come around, it is unconscious. You grab it and pull this person, this black spiral dancer in their Hamid form, around the corner, right into your other claws that jam into his chest, and your full arm comes out his back, and he is impaled up to the middle of your bicep on your arm. He is surely dead. It was quick, and it was quiet. But they are going to notice much sooner than they would have that another one of their own is dead. You know you need to move, and you need to move fast. You have bought yourself a moment, but it is certainly not a long one. It is a moment in its literal sense.
Would we have heard that commotion, or are we still moving and grooving? Because I know the 3 of us were able
And
to.
you smell that horrific Icarus blood.
Oh, I hate it. But we proceed. We're keeping up the stealth.
Sure.
You know, maybe we're on the toe beans right now, trying to be as stealthy as possible.
And as you all make it down the hallway, Winona, you are losing the grip on your rage. You got your kill, but that is only going to last you so long. And as you get into this chamber where you see that there is an old rickety ladder that is covered in this ichor and goo from these fucking black spiral dancers down into the next level, you can hear that there is something happening down there. You hear snarling. You can smell blood and flesh and fur and feel the fury from down there. Something is happening. And I will say, you all have been around long enough with each other and smelled each other's blood long enough. You can smell that something is happening to Chester down there. But we're going to get to that in just a second. Because we're going to go back to Chester. Chester,
why would you start it like that? That I don't like that.
As this arm pulls you through the fractal, you come out tumbling into this strange ritual chamber. There is an altar of living, rotting corpses that have been molded into the shape of the spiral glyph. And like bound with barbed wire and thorny branches, and they struggle against it and bleed and cry out. But you see the thing that pulled you through amidst this lighting of all of these motes of green balefire in these rusted old, like, solid metal mine buckets that have been put up everywhere to contain it. You see a Krenos form black spiral dancer. But he is rotting. His mouth has rotted away and exposed the flesh and bone up the side back to the jaw. There are so many wounds covering the torso, as well as you see scars of glyphs that have been cut into his form. And his fur is deep, umbrally purple, and it has what were once spots of white like stars in the cosmos are now softly glowing green motes of balefire in his fur. And the thing that grabs your attention the most he has his two arms, surely, but neither of them grabbed you. It is the 7 other Krenos form arms that have been grafted to his body in various places, that have had their claws replaced with blades of sharpened obsidian that stretch out like scalpels from each of his fingers.
You have seen the skies of Malphite and lived. That is a feat for your dying breed. What is your name before you are made into more parts for my growing chrysalis?
I'm not planning on staying here with you.
I like the look of your legs. Strong. I will need them to bear me forth from this place.
Do I see the area that I'm in? Is it possible? Is there at least an exit of some sort?
Oh, yes. But knowing where that collapse was, you're guessing that's where it ends.
Yeah.
And then you do see, often in the back corner of this room, there is a ladder headed up.
And does he see at the top of that ladder?
It goes well up into a chute into the ceiling.
Okay, so knowing that that is the case. First of all, right at the start, since I am I Hispo form, can I do a rage check real quick?
Do you?
At all? Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's a success.
Wonderful. Chester, if you would for me, make me a wits and awareness at a 2 dice bonus.
5 successes.
As you heal, biding your time, your eyes catch the glint of something at the center of that spiral above the altar. You saw it in your walk back through time. It is a necklace of wolf fangs. It is what Maddox was wearing around his neck when Claws of Steel led him into the Umbra. That is the fetish to which is bound the old wolf of the woods. And being a Theurge, its placement within this glyph, should the sacrifice necessary be completed upon that altar, the soul of the old wolf will be corrupted into a spirit of the Wyrm.
Is this necklace behind this Krynos? Seeing that, Chester is going to, in just a very calm breath, kind of whisper, "I'm sorry. There might not be another side to this." And with that, if I go and dive towards that necklace right now, would that play in the favor of my Silent Strider favor?
Read it to me as it's written.
Owl's wisdom extols the virtue of flight when necessary. Silent Striders can add 1 die to athletics or stealth dice pools related to traversal, escape, or infiltration.
Yes, you will get your dice from Owl's favor.
I am going to, knowing full well that I may not dodge every single limb from this monstrosity, attempt to dash past him to grab the necklace.
Dex and athletics with your 1 dice bonus, and you are in Hispo form, and this is a non-physical test, so you will add an additional 2. So you're adding a total bonus of 3 from your favor in your form.
And my fate is in your hands as I have ruled teeth.
Brutal outcome. Your brutal outcome versus his 10 successes double crit. This is going to get messy very quickly. As you leap forward, Chester, as rotting as this thing is, it is terribly swift. You know you're not going to be able to make it to the necklace. But moving swiftly sometimes comes with its disadvantages as well. He has left himself open in the midsection. And so, in your Hispo form, going teeth first, you eviscerate him with your teeth, spreading his entrails over the floor, gnashing and tearing. the great thing about biting in Hispo form is you add a level of aggravated damage on top of it as well. You're not going to get to that necklace, but you are going to inflict some serious damage on him. Before two of his arms reach down and grab you and raise you over his head. He says,
I will show you what it is to be broken.
and snap. You feel your spine break. You are going to take 5 levels of ag. Now what I need to know is, does that fill your tracker with ag or no?
That leaves me with 1.
Well, as your spine snaps on the edge of death, Chester, you hear a voice in your ear. I told you I would not abandon you, my friend. Not here or in the deepest of spaces. Where you are, there I will also be. And the room begins to fill with mist. It's unfortunately at the cost of the dot that you have in Companion. Aeolus is going to invoke his physical shape. He is going to manifest. And out of the mist steps this vaguely human shape, clad in its bangles and jewelry. He holds a hand up towards this creature. And you can see you've known Aeolus for long enough. He is not going to be able to hold this for long. He is not as powerful as once he was. He is taking considerable damage just existing in this place. As he holds his hand out towards Skin Flare. He says, unhand my son. I need to make a roll. Aeolus technically has 5 rage right now. So that function quarter. Whew. That is 2 sets of teeth. As Aeolus reaches out and you feel the air under you contract, implodes around this creature. His bones crack and shift and move. It drops you as Aeolus is essentially using air pressure to can crush it, if he can. They are struggling against each other. But you know Aeolus isn't going to last much longer here. He will dissipate or he will be gone forever. You have a choice to make, Chester. You can stay in this form and try and keep healing like this. Or you can go to Krenos.
I was waiting for this. I am going to Krenos.
2 rage checks, please.
Both successes.
You will hold on to your rage. And I'm going to say, until you have healed 3 levels of aggravated damage, you do not have the use of your extremities below the chest. Your spine is broken.
That's fine. I am where I need to be, and my claws and teeth are in there.
Very well. Would you like to heal?
Yes, I would like to heal.
Very much.
Let me first mark that I have my Krenos 4 at first, but then yes, I will.
A single rage check, please.
That is a success.
You may heal 1 aggravated wound.
Maybe so.
Now we will do a quick roll off between these two again. There's 2 teeth for skin flare. So he is going to go up to 5 rage and give in to the frenzy. So I'll deal with that. Versus Aeolus. Missing you, and missing you. Aeolus is holding this creature in place. He's holding Skin Flare in place. But you see all of his limbs begin to flail, and what once was thinly composed acidic rage is now boiling over. He is frenzying. He's lashing out. You see, he lashes out so hard with one of these arms stitched onto him that it gets ripped off of his body and thrown in the maelstrom of Aeolus trying to hold him in place. Back to the people at the top of the ladder.
I was going to say, to bring us back to where we were previously, Storyteller, this ladder, this rickety ladder that we're at the top of, you said it was coated in slime?
Yes.
Do you know that meme, Storyteller, of the Dark Souls playthrough where the individual does the hand on both sides, sort of like just like, I'd like to FromSoft down this ladder.
You would
where I'm
like to
getting.
FromSoft down this ladder? Honestly,
Yes.
I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to take a minute to look our audience directly in the camera. I like From Software games, so I'm going to let this happen. Fuck you. Fuck you. If this makes you not like me, fuck you. But if it doesn't, I love you. I love you anyway. But also fuck you sometimes. Alright. Yeah, absolutely. The only thing that I will require from that is a strength athletics to make sure you can maintain your grip in the goo.
Strength and athletics, replacing one of those with rage die.
How far is it from the top of this ladder down to the bottom?
It looks like about 20 feet.
2 successes?
That is barely enough.
Okay, don't do this at home, kids.
In Krenos form, is 20 feet an okay distance to just straight up leap?
Are you gonna try?
At this point, we have no time to lose. Yeah, I'm gonna just jump down the hole.
All right. Give me a Dex and Athletics to stick the landing. 4 dice bonus.
Yeah, you just see her go into 4 legs and then just...
So, just as a, getting a lay of the land, from where we are, do we see the events that are currently happening?
You have to get to the bottom of the ladder.
I see. Okay. I'm just trying to understand, are we,
So, essentially, where Chester is, the ceiling is at about 11 feet. So there's 8 feet of solid stone going down that limits your view into that room.
Okay, I understand. Okay. Yeah.
10 on a crit, no teeth.
10 on a crit, no teeth. 20 feet, at least for you, is nothing in this moment. As you come to a landing, Alayla and Buddy.
Would you like to go first, Joe? Your daughter just...
I told that girl.
And I would like to say, at this point, with the two of you up there still, you hear the howling of the ones you left behind. They have certainly found their other dead compatriot, and they are on their way. You can hear their paws beating against the stone.
We're going down now. I'd like to... I'll try to get there as fast as I can, too.
Okay. So, one of you in Glabro, one of you in Hispo, you're both going down the hole as fast as you can, so you're jumping.
Sure, I guess so.
All right. Dex and athletics with both of you will have a 2 dice bonus.
7 on a crit.
6 on a crit.
Okay. No damage for either of you. You both manage to leap down, stick the landing, and you see the scene as it has unfolded. You see, for the first time, Aeolus' incorporeal form holding this abomination in place, but you see that the gold bangles and things that he is wearing are starting to disintegrate into the air. You see Chester laying, spine obviously broken, laying several feet away in Krynos form, healing. And this bizarre ritual chamber around you that, as well as in the umbral world to the physical world, is lined with the skin of flayed people that are alive, and though they cannot scream for there are no vocal cords in the skin, the mouths move in horrified anguish.
Oh, fuck these guys.
If Alayla's watching,
I am.
Buddy at least. Buddy gets this very sinister grin on his face.
Now, I'm going to make 2 rolls here. And they are each a single dice. Cool. Even cool. Alright, so, what are we doing?
I mean, depending on who's going first on this, seeing this happen, there's a cry from Winona as she sees this, and she is going to, unless somebody stops her, attempt to leap into the fray to start tearing off more of this guy's arms.
I was also gonna attack.
Chester, you still need to heal 2 aggravated wounds to be able to move from where you are several feet away.
Is it possible for me to use my arms to like propel me into just biting this thing?
Like what? Like the Pinky Demon in Doom?
Sort
Oh
of.
my god.
Like a Krynos thing. Like the arms are pretty strong.
Sure.
Right?
You know what? Honestly,
I'll
we're gonna get weird with it.
I'm loving the video game references in this. This is great.
So what we're gonna do is we just resolved the 2 of them. Chester healed for the turn. I guess since that was, you healed and didn't do anything else with that turn, Chester, I will allow you to start us off here. So you are trying to get to this thing to bite it.
Yes, I'm trying to kill it before Aeolus disappears, I say.
Very well. I'm going to need a strength and athletics to pull yourself across this stone. I'm going to have your normal Krynos dice bonus because you don't have the use of half of your limbs. So it is going to be strength and athletics at a 2 dice bonus instead of 4.
6 successes.
Alright. You will be able to crawl your way across the ground. Now, strength and athletics, or strength and brawl, also add a 2 dice bonus instead of 4, if you're trying to bite him.
Just two dice bonus, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
This is good, right? This is okay. So these are I don't have.
I love when a player leads with, "This is good, right?"
It means it's not good at all.
So there's 3 crits.
Okay.
And a 9 and an 8.
So 3 pairs of 10.
No. So 2. It's 1 pair.
Okay, so that's 1
And
crit.
then 1 success. So 1 crit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. So
Crit counts for
that's,
4.
That's 7. That's
Gotcha.
7.
So that's 7
Yeah.
successes. Wonderful. And
Okay.
A bite attack in Krenos as well is an extra level of aggravated damage to the attack.
Okay.
Chester, you go to you bite this thing, right? And you sever its leg from the knee down. You tear it off like a dog with a bone. It looks significantly harmed. And Aeolus looks down to you, breaking his eye contact with Skinflare. Says, "A warrior to the last for Gaia." And he dissipates into the mist. And the mist recedes from this room.
Ah, damn it. I wanted to use the mist.
Now we are going to go to the first person who came down the ladder, which is Yosef.
Right. Well, so the mist is dissipating then, so I won't have the advantage of it to move through.
Correct.
Right. Okay, well, there's a lot of insanity going on in the center of this absolute hellscape.
Yes,
But...
and now what you see, free of Aeolus's grasp, Skinflare is looking right down at Chester. He's balanced on one of these other limbs that comes out of his back that is now kind of palmed down to the ground, holding him up in place of his now missing leg.
But we've also got Winona and Krynos on him.
Behind you. You are the first line here.
Right. No, eyes on the prize. I have to assume that Chester is going to eventually get back up and fuck him up, and I've got somebody in Krynos behind me. I am more used to the pack being down here doing what we need to do, which is find the necklace. Or rather, whatever item it is that's trapping like a wolf in it, because I'm not actually aware if I was made sure.
Yes, you all saw the necklace in the vision when you went into the past in episode 1 when you were sent back by Reaches Through Time.
Right, now I was going to be cheeky and ask if the Mists would allow me to use my ban from Rat, look for something that is lost or overlooked, but I think it's very much got to be in a place of significance in here, right?
It has been lost by the Garu Nation, so I will grant you your 1 die favor from Rat.
Excellent.
Yeah, so give me
Excellent.
a Wits awareness with your extra
6 successes total storytelling.
6 successes total. You see the necklace at the center of this fucked up spiral that they have nailed to the wall above this altar that they've made.
And is Skinflare and Chester between me and the center of the spiral?
You are going to have to get around them.
No, I don't. I have a better idea. Telepathically, I say to Magpie, just like Magpie, I'm going to cause a distraction. I think I know you know what you need to do.
And you hear, "You be a warrior and I'll be a thief."
The way it's supposed to be. Alright, and then, yeah, fucking like hell, I may as well join the party in this case if I'm not going to go Krynos in the middle of a black spiral pit when I'm not going to. But before I do, I will try and almost catch Skinflare's attention in case he goes for Chester. I'm trying to bring the distraction actually. In fact, actually, hold on. Yeah, I might even do Crow's Laughter.
There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. So just like, "Oi, ball bag!" And then out comes with the sword.
Yeah. It is 1 rage check.
Alright. Pass. So I do keep my 1 rage because I'm going to need to make 2 in order to shift to Krynos.
You are going to roll your manipulation plus honor against Skinflare's composure and insight.
Well, my manipulation is 2, and my honor is 2, which will bring the total pool to 4. And that is 1, 2, 3 successes.
Wonderful. Skinflare rolled 3 teeth. You have
Oh shit!
You have his attention, and he is coming.
So
for
in
you.
that case, basically, as I shift to Krynos, can I put all the 2 rage checks to make sure I can maintain the rage? And can I even do that with only 1 rage?
I am going to say all of you that are down here, other than Chester, who got pulled through forcibly. Actually, no, even Chester. What is everybody's current sitting range?
I'm at 4 rage.
Everybody go up 1. You're in the
Right,
you
alright.
are in the heart ritual chamber of a cult of black spiral dancers. With that being said, you have his attention. He is coming for you.
Yeah, that's right. Come on here. I'm gonna cut off your arms and shove them up your arms. Go to Krynos.
Absolutely. The result of your 2 rage checks.
1 success. Failure, going down to 1 rage.
1 rage, but you make it to Krynos.
Yep, holding a big silver sword while I'm at it, which is just gonna be grand.
So to invoke Thunder's Echo, you'll have to do that at the start of your next turn in lieu of healing.
Fair play.
So going to Krynos, made it 2. We're cool there. Next down the ladder was Winona. As you drop down the ladder, you see this monstrosity is charging Yosef.
Yeah, okay. As the land happens, top of the turn, I would like to heal.
1 rage check, please.
That is a success. I would like to heal one of my 2 ag.
You can.
All right. And then keeping that momentum as I drop down, I'm going to full charge, going like I assume it's like a tunnel leading into this room, right?
Oh no.
Like a small...
You drop down into basically the corner alcove of this huge ritual chamber.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I was just going to like moving myself like just to skit right around Yosef as Yosef's going Krynos, and I would like to full force go into the enemy. I want to go for one of the arms.
Sure. Give me that sweet strength and brawl at a 4 dice bonus. God, I love Wyrm.
7 successes.
You tear into him for sure. You claw into him, ripping off another one of these arms. It chuckles. It looks at you.
Pain is exquisite.
And it also has acid blood. So, 2 superficial. Alright, next down the... Layla and Buddy came down at the same time. I will let the 2 of you disseminate how you would like to go.
Yeah, you go.
I see this. He's gonna say a curse word in French first. He doesn't usually do it, so you know, if anybody would know him, especially Dion, he's mad. He's like, this is tabernacle.
Shit.
And he doesn't.
I know that one. Go down.
He hasn't done this since the first change. Can he turn into Krynos?
You can, absolutely. Give me 2 rage checks.
Is that 2 rage checks?
2 rage checks, please.
Pass on that one. Teeth on that one.
So you do manage to hold on to your rage, and indeed, I am going to start doing a thing with rolling teeth on rage checks for shifting forms where you gain a rage.
Okay.
Okay.
That puts me at 4 rage now.
Absolutely. Seeing this thing looming over Winona as your form changes and shifts and splits. What are you going to do becomes the next question. But that we'll have to answer next turn, unless you would like to heal. You still have.
I would.
You still have an action to heal. Yeah, go ahead and make me a rage check.
Pass.
Wonderful. 2 levels of health, or 1 ag.
1 ag.
So, with that being said, Alayla.
Okay, so, question. You said we're in this ritual space, and as somebody who, her whole thing is understanding rituals, is this a scenario in which they were, like, in process to do a ritual with the item that contained wolf?
Absolutely.
Okay. Can I find a way to break it? Not the thing wolf is in, but the like ritual circle, for lack of a better word.
This is gonna be a really high difficulty.
Oh shit. Okay.
Because it's not like this ritual is based on a circle.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I need you to make me a wits and occult with your 1 dice bonus from your favor from one circle.
8. Yes, 8. 8 as a crit, I should say. 8 as a crit. Avery, please, I'm scared.
The difficulty of this roll was an 8.
Okay.
Being able to read their glyphs and having the whisper of horned serpent be ever present in your mind as a ghost of his counsel. If anything dies in this room, the ritual is completed.
Okay.
If you would not have killed that one up there and distracted them and pulled them out, they were going to sacrifice one of their own and they were going to complete this ritual. If anything dies in this room, Wolf is gone forever.
Okay. Gang, it's bad in this town. Okay, my god, if ever I wish we had fucking telepathy, now would be the time.
Mind speak is a thing, but you don't get that right now.
Right, which sucks. But it is what it is. Does she see Magpie? Because she saw the commotion from Yosef.
Is that what you're spending your action doing?
I'm just gonna trust my pack. I'm gonna trust my pack, and I instead will shout out in that broken way that she does, "Do not kill him yet. Anything dies in here, and we lose Wolf forever. Do not kill him."
Alright.
Shit.
So.
Wyrm and Krynos. Shit!
What are you doing, Alayla?
I am now healing. I would like to heal for one ag.
You are in Hispa?
Oh, yes. Yes.
So it's going to take you 2 rounds to heal an ag.
Oh my god, never mind. How much does it take to heal superficial then?
One rage check is 1 superficial. However, if you want to shift to Krynos, it will put you back around on healing, but it will allow you to start your next round with 1 rage check, 1 ag.
Yes, but Krynos makes you want to kill things, and anything dies in here, we lose Wolf forever. So I am going to heal the 1 superficial.
Sure. Alright, roll me a rage check, please.
I did, and I got a 6. I got a success.
Alright, you keep your rage, heal your superficial.
Shit. Homie has a broken fucking back. I think I tried to go for Chester and try to get him away.
Okay. As you begin to dash across the room in your Hispo form, we will head back to the top of the wall. Chester.
Fuck. I will first would like to heal.
Okay.
That was teeth.
Oh,
So you increase your rage by 1.
I'm already at 5.
Frenzy. Perfect. No need necessary. You do heal your 2. You have 1 more to heal before you can regain full use of your legs, but I will say at this point you can at least push up onto your hands and knees, and that is when your field of vision goes red. Chester.
So I was contemplating whether or not seeing Aeolus disappear would already make me frenzy, and this helps the decision just a little bit.
Yeah.
Does it?
I can see how you would think that.
Yeah,
It's good.
I am going to continue to crawl towards that thing, the abomination.
In fact,
and
you are going to attack whatever gets closest to you, which right now on a trajectory is Alayla.
Oh god, okay.
However, Alayla, if you could, I'm going to consider this an out-of-combat action. Give me a Wits and Insight. With your familiarity with Chester being a pack mate and something a little bit more, I'll give you a 2 dice bonus.
Thank you. 5 successes.
5 successes. He's in the grips of a frenzy. You know that getting close to him is not going to end well. He's going to kill whatever he can get his claws on as soon as he can get his claws on it.
Fuck!
So, with that being said,
Yeah.
Chester. I need you to make me a strength and brawl with a 4 dice bonus.
Strength and brawl? Yes. Okay, 6. I have no brawl. It is great. It is great.
You also have a 4 dice bonus from your
Yeah,
Primus
that's why
form.
I'm rolling the 4 and my strength of 1. That's all of my rage. That's it. That is so much better than having brawl. Fuck.
Okay. All right. What are we looking
5
at?
successes. That is all successes on the 5 dice that I have rolled.
plus 3 damage for your claws and Crenus form.
I don't like it here. No, I'm good. Like,
I'm gonna roll this 1 dice.
Yeah.
And on a success, Alayla, you did not get close enough to be the closest thing.
Okay.
On a failure, you're taking 9 levels of superficial damage.
No,
That's
please
my
don't
trackers.
let me do this. Please.
The result of this dice is determining your fate.
Yeah, that would send. If I take this damage, immediately we're in the ag territory, and I still have 2 ag. That's from earlier.
No.
So, 2 of these superficial would take you into ag, and then 5 more would fill your tracker with ag, which is death.
Yeah.
The dice tell stories. And not all of these stories end in favor of our players. But not all of them end poorly for our players either. And that is a success with stars. It would be a crit if it had anything else. Alayla, you skid beneath that claw. It misses you by maybe a centimeter. You feel it shave off the ends of the hairs on your back as you rip out the lower back of Skinflare, removing it in its entirety. The legs go limp, and now another hand is forced down to hold him in place, as now he is kind of suspended by these additional limbs. So, it is now Skinflare's turn.
Yep.
Heal and do nothing, bitch.
He is going to heal. And in fact, before I roll to heal, I need to invoke a gift and see if it works. His roll for Crown of Putrescence.
What? I'm laughing because I'm afraid, folks.
That is only 2 successes. So he is only going to be able to heal an additional 2. So he will make 2 rage checks to heal 2 levels of it. 1 success, 1 failure. That failure brings him out of his friends. Oh, hold up. Stop, pause. Sometimes you do this as a GM when you get caught up in a scene. He's in a frenzy, he cannot invoke a gift. So.
Oh.
Get fucked.
No. Shh.
Don't jinx it.
He will heal the 1 ag, drop his frenzy, and will have to roll for Crown of Putrescence his next turn if he wishes to use it. That being said, he can attack. Winona is already kind of in his grill, so he will spend a point of willpower again, now that he can because he's out of frenzy. And he is going to try and essentially claw throw you out of the way to get to Yosef. 2 teeth. Very cool. The power of this thing, the physical strength of it, Winona, takes you off guard as it looks like it is rearing back with several of these arms to strike you, but its jaws clamp down around your shoulder, ragdoll you twice, and then throw you through the air. You are going to take 4 levels of superficial and 1 level of ag.
That fills up my superficial total.
Very well. All right, and you are also thrown several feet, kind of landing in a karumph, if you will. Wonderful. He is healed. He has attacked. That caches for him. We are going to go to Winona's round 2, I believe. Or no, Yosef's round 2.
Oh, right. So I had a question about being in Krynos and receiving important information, storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
Am I even able to process what a lay listener by lightning has told me?
In Krynos, your speech is limited, not your understanding.
Right. In that case, I believe the limit is either single or possibly even 2-syllable words max.
Yes.
In that case, I know exactly what Yosef says. So in response to the knowledge, we can't kill in here, because if we do, we're going to potentially damn Wolf forever. He just screams at the words, "Dog pile!" and then on top of it.
Sure. So you are going to try and physically hinder...
Yep. Get a couple of arms, any potentially dangerous arms.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to call
I
this.
also like to heal.
Ah, great distinction. Please make me a rage check.
Out of curiosity, because I was going to do something sort of similar, I might have a team-up idea.
Ooh, little combo?
With Yosef, if that's possible.
Now we're getting into something that I've been working on in my free time and haven't been telling you about, so we'll get to that in a second. So, how many successes?
One rage check, that was
yes, we started with the
teeth,
rage check.
up,
Teeth, yes, you will go up a rage to 4? 3? 4?
No, 2. I actually went down.
Oh, yeah, you went down, and yes, correct. So you're back to 2. Big rage time for the big rage boy, as the Ragabash is certainly colloquially known. How many successes on a strength and... I'm going to call this strength and athletics.
I believe I get a 4 days bonus to physical test in that case.
Sure does.
5 successes and a teeth.
Teeth's all I need.
Damn it!
You certainly have a hold of him. He is not going anywhere.
Oh, you bastard!
But neither are you.
No.
And with that being said, Winona.
You won't need to move, Yosef. So Winona, having kind of ragdolled from that attack, gritting fang teeth, she's going to charge back in, gripping the now grappled creature, fucking abomination, and she's going to say, "Yosef, throw him!" And I would like to throw him towards the attempt to throw him towards the ladder.
All right. So here's what's going to happen. You can attempt to throw him this turn.
Mm-hmm.
The difficulty is going to be higher because you're throwing Yosef as well. Or
Yep, that's fair.
what you can choose to do on your next turn. And I have been working on this in secret without telling you all because this was a mechanic that I was going to introduce in the second season of this show, but fuck it, we do it now. I will allow this to be your first pack tactic, where on the next round, you will both take the same turn, and one of you will roll. Essentially, you'll both roll the pool and combine your successes. With
I'm down to have. I'm down to do that and just spend this round doubling down on the grapple. Then
essentially
with
that is
prepared.
what would be happening. Yes, you would be doubling down on the grapple this turn, and then throwing him next turn. You would be working together.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
I'm down
and
for that.
Give me strength and athletics with your 4 dice bonus.
11 successes on a crit.
11.
Hey! Let's fucking go.
Between the two of you, you have a firm grip on this. Now, what I will say is, I forgot to ask Yosef for something on his turn.
Oh, what'd you need?
Would you mind, too terribly, to roll me a wits and awareness at a -2?
3 successes total, storyteller.
As you are locked into this, the fury of Gaia burning in your eyes and your heart, you hear just very quickly the beating of wings behind your ear, and you hear, "I like you a lot, buddy, but I'm not gonna be anybody's canary in a coal mine. Got the necklace, though."
Just like that. Nice!
And as Magpie breaks the lip of this room, Alayla, you feel the spiritual tension die. The object has been removed from its housing. Through a clever use of a companion spirit, death is on the table again.
Yes!
So what I'm hearing...
To which she shouts out, "Kill him."
So what I'm hearing is we throw him into a stalagmite or stalactite.
Well, here's the thing, right? Because the next person to go is Buddy. And you have held this creature, Skin Flare, perfectly in place.
Oh.
Buddy. There is a very certain there is a very certain instinct of hunting birds. You strike when your prey is immobile. The falcon doesn't chase rabbits. The falcon is strange amongst hunting birds. Hawks, eagles, surely they will go after swimming fish. The hawks will chase mice and rabbits through the woods. A falcon descends so swiftly from the heavens, its prey does not notice it is there. And it's almost like you can see the outline of his beating heart. in Krenos Wyrm. And he is being held in place for you.
I'd like to reward Falcon with a gift that was bestowed when I was with the mirror thingy. Buddy will... Is it sauntering?
Well, you're going to need to move fast because a combat round is 3 seconds.
Okay. Well, shit. If he can jump, like, I'm about to say a vampire word, jump and just come down.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon reference, like a Pidgeot, and just come down, claws right through him.
Absolutely. I'm gonna say give me a strength and brawl 4 dice bonus.
Okay. I have teeth.
Teeth, brutal outcome in combat. That's what you want. Buddy, I need you to tell me how you end the life of the thing that was once Steel Claws and is now Skin Flame.
I want them to see Buddy's claws go through his rib cage and sternum and literally in half. All the way down.
It is a ragged, feral, brutal cut. But you sever this thing in its twitching parts. As half of it gets pulled away by Winona and the other half gets pulled away by Yosef. And the light fades from its eyes as the other 5 Black Spiral Dancers drop to the bottom of the ladder. And the one steps forward. Hamid form, the least grotesque of them. She just looks like a young woman. Emaciatedly thin and pale. She says, I know your faces now. Whippoorwill doesn't forget. And she puts her arms back around her other pack members. And not like what you do, Chester, where it takes time. They immediately step into the Umbra. Instantaneously and without reflective surface. Now,
Does that opening remain open?
no.
Or does it? Okay.
In fact, there is no opening at all. It's like they simply cease to be. Now, I need to know one thing. Combat has ended. Is anyone trying to hold Krenos?
No, 100% no, absolutely not.
Now, that being said, is anyone in levels of health where they would die if they dropped?
Nope. In fact, can I heal one more time?
Yeah.
Sure.
Great, that can get last that ag off me.
I would too.
You can.
I'm gonna have to.
You can all have one more round to heal without spending willpower.
Pass.
I'm frenzied.
How much am I gonna be able to heal? Just one thing?
You are no longer frenzied. The object of your quarry was killed. That is the requirement for ending a frenzy.
Fair.
And what an outcome it was! How mental was that?
How much can I heal before?
You can make one check to heal without spending willpower to hold your form.
I'm gonna have to, because I'm at 9 superficial and 2 ag right now, meaning even if I heal 1 ag, I'm dead. So I'm gonna have to hold my form.
You would have to fill your tracker up with aggravated if you dropped.
Winona's
How
normal is 5.
Okay.
Meaning she would be at 10 total, so it would fill automatically with ag, the remaining.
Okay.
So
you're at least going to need to heal 1 more ag. So you're going to need to spend at least 1 more point of willpower.
Correct.
And hope to God you don't run into anything else.
Success.
Okay. Are you
And then I'm
gonna
going to spend another willpower. Yeah.
Okay.
So I have 1 willpower left.
All right.
Success.
And then you can keep going. You do have 2 additional levels that are going to end when the scene ends.
I'll do 1 more. So all my ag is gone right now. So I'm just at superficial. I'll success on that. So I have no willpower left.
And then you can
and
technically do 2 more for free because those extra levels aren't going anywhere.
2 more for free.
Yes.
Success. Success.
So, it's going to take Winona and a few minutes to heal through these. So, keeping in mind that Winona is in Krenos and has limited speech, but full understanding. So you all drop to your native forms in this room.
Right, Magpie's got the necklace.
I healed just enough ag to have function in my spine, but I'm still in enough pain and suffering that I'm still kind of just dragging myself. But I will drag myself towards Skin Flare, and at the same time, I was just, it's just, grant me his soul. I need him to suffer under Panther. There is no debt that I will not repay. For Aeolus, he will suffer for eternity. Please.
No objections on my part, buddy.
Buddy, please.
Fulfill your destiny, son.
And so, Chester, you dedicate this death to the Wildcat.
Yes. Sorry, Wildcat.
It takes a few moments. And though you cannot currently see what is happening on the other side of the gauntlet, you feel that your offering has been accepted. And you also hear in your ear, I will need time to heal, but I am with you from your first change until your last.
Save your strength.
What is a king without his subjects? That is your question for today.
I'll provide more questions when you return. I promise.
You feel his presence ebb, but the tether between you and Aeolus has not been broken.
Yosaf will walk over to Chester, offer you a hand to kind of like help you support yourself. Just like, right, come on, Chester, we got to get out of here. Also, I need you to do us a favor. We might need to sojourn through the Umbra on our way out. We've got to do a favor for the spirit thing that dwells in this place.
Before we go anywhere, Chester, I don't have much, but eat. Please, eat.
And I will say that with the death of Skin Flare, these corpses, these skins that adorn the wall, all of them swiftly begin to rot and slough into fly-ridden filth.
Oh, God.
As disgusting as it is, you're not sure but you'd at least like to say that Gaia is retaking this place. And that, my dear viewers, is where we will end this penultimate episode of What Men Have Wrought, a Grievance Repaid. Thank you for sticking it through with us, and we'll see you next time.